Welcome back to Kobe Boxing Channel.
They can't hear
Welcome.
you. Speak up.
Hola a todos. Estamos aquí.
Hi everyone.
Estoy
We're
con
here.
mi padre.
His father.
Nos quieren
We want to.
mga muito cool. Right. That's
He
you.
wants to fight. As we can tell, this is the first round. If it wasn't, I'm sure you all would be very disappointed, as I am with their slow nature. What's weird is that Dad sprained his thumb, and I crack all of their fingers, and I crack my dad's every day. But when he sprained his thumb, I kept doing it because he was good for it. But now he's scared. So every time I crack his fingers, and then I go for his thumb, he gets scared and jump backs, and then looks at me like a deer in headlights. And then with Kobe, he just, hello, not a very good spot. He's kind of annoying because what he doesn't get is that there are two joints on the fingers. Well, actually there are three, but the main ones that you get, there's one that you have a couple centimeters away from your wrist, and if you flex your hand out, it becomes fairly obvious that there's a dip in your hand, very close to your wrist. That, my friend, if you stick your thumb inside that dip, squiggle it around, pull, just lightly tug backwards, and then pull it back in a quick motion, you will crack your thumb. But there's another way that you can crack a second joint. Say you have your hand out, and then you point your thumb inwards, but only point the third joint in. It'll make the second joint fairly obvious. You can crack that just by using the same technique, except by just tugging and then pulling really hard very suddenly to crack it. And then the third joint is a bit harder to crack, I think. But anyways, I usually go for the first and second, and Kobe only ever does the second. So whenever I go for the third, he tells me I'm wrong. So I have to get Dad to tell him, actually, you're wrong. And then Kobe once again realizes that I am more intelligent than he is, and we gotta move on. And then it happens again a couple of weeks later. He tells me, no, Chloe, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, no, Kobe, there's more than two joints in your freaking thumb. Anyways. Give him 5 more seconds. Time.
How long is that?
3 minutes.
The video is 3 minutes?
Yeah. 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Let's go for a bit longer.
We started again. Cody came up to me, he says, how long was the video? I said 3 minutes, 10 seconds. He says, we'll go a bit longer. And then immediately turned around and punched him. That felt premeditated. It wasn't a spur of the moment action. I knew he was gonna do something like that, get the upper hand. Anyways, story time on Kobe's tattoos. Kobe has never actually told us when he's getting a tattoo. He just comes home with it and then tells us. Pace the garden, I sit on the swing. Dad sings, Kobe paces, not annoyed, but is dying from smoke. What is that called? Inhalation? Well, of course it's inhalation, but smoke inhalation? Yeah. Anyways, it's poisonous. There they are. You can start to see, Kobe, turn around. Come here, come here. You can start to see where Kobe was punched. Yes, it's turning red. Kobe sings back at father. They're kind of like monkeys in a zoo. 2 ladies line up.
Vámonos. On y va.
Kobe, is this going all in one video?
Eventually. No. It's going to be each round posted, and then at the end will be a full sparring session.
Okay, go fine.
Posted.
So, I started talking about this in the last video, which you should definitely go watch. So, we can talk about Kobe's tattoos right now. Kobe has...
So we try to talk a little bit less loud so that just talk to the camera. Just because I don't want to be here and get distracted. It's
I'm
good. Though.
talking
No,
to
it's
the
good.
camera.
It's good. It's good.
This bitch. Anyways, so Kobe has never told us he's getting a tattoo. He just comes home with it and is like, look. And in fact, I don't know why he does this. He waits a few days. It's that sprain thumb I talked about in last video. You would know about that if you wouldn't have watched it. Kobe makes the brave decision to continue fighting the now injured father. Very brave. Anyways, so actually, funny story about the latest tattoo that he has, which is on his back. He asked me, we were talking about like tattoo ideas, and girl. And I said, oh, I want these handprints on my back, like going on my shoulder. And he goes, it's really cool. And then he tells me he's thinking of using those handprints or those footprints at some point. I was like, yeah, that's what I would do with them. And then he shows up not 2 months later with that exact tattoo in the exact placement I said. It's not going to stop me from getting it though. I'm still going to get it. But I want the world to know. It was my idea first. Anyways. So, another one. So he shows me and Kyla, girly. He shows me and Kyla, and then he'll show my mom later. Actually, he shows my mom last because she gets the most mad. But he'll show me and Kyla, and then my dad, and then my mom. And then people just find out from my mom telling people. Other than that, there's no, like, chain of reaction. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. He got his first tattoo when he was, like, 15, which is my age. And I'm gonna get one next year. And, I mean, it won't be done. No, I'm just gonna leave it there. But it's gonna be hard to get it done. But I could just do it myself, which I don't want to do because I want to get like some good ones done. But for my first one, I can just buy like a kit online, I think. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. But I think I will do that, like if I'm in college or something, buy a kit and then tattoo a bunch of people. I feel like that would be super funny. But like, you know, I would never do any big ones on myself because I'm not that stupid. But I would totally do it for other people who ask me. It's currently 3:15. I'm gonna give it about 15 more seconds because if you look at Kobe's face, flare of the nostrils, and that weird look that he does, he wants to continue hitting people. Time.
Don't say time. We'll stop when we stop.
Oh, wow. Anyways, more fun facts about Kobe. Kobe used to have an afro. Like, when he was younger, he was bleached blonde, like every single one of us kids, except for the oldest. He's just odd out. Everyone was bleached blonde. And, of course, that was Kobe. Kobe, you see his curly hair? Think that magnified by about 10 times. He had the curliest, blondest, adorablest little afro. He was a cute kid, don't know what happened. Anyways, it was and then it kind of like, then around the ages of like 13, I think.
What's it?
Yeah. Oh. You must be very sorry. Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyways, so around like 13, 14, Kobe had hair like up to his nipples. He had really long hair, and then he shaved it off a couple months later. And then his hair texture like kind of changed completely, and he lost his curl for a bit, and he was just like, it was just wavy. He got a mullet. I like the mullet. I didn't like his haircut for the next 2 years, really. And then now his hair is going back to curl. He got a perm at one point. The perm was kind of weird because he messed up a bit after the perm. He like washed or like took out the wrong thing, so the two biggest front pieces of his face
just walk out.
was like, oh, he's fine. Anyway, so the two big front pieces of his hair was like pinned straight, and everything else was really curly. It looked kind of silly. He was like that for a while, and now he has this. I don't like it, but he keeps growing out mustaches, which I just don't like. And then, yeah. Anyways, Kobe's hair journey. I don't really have an interesting hair journey. I just have hair like past my hips. I have really long hair. It's really strange. I don't understand the reactions that people have to my hair. Like, some people I'd be friends with. Like, I remember once I was in a movie with a bunch of friends. And with this one guy that I hadn't seen in a while. We were just sitting there, and he looked over at me. He goes, "Your hair is like really long." I was like, "Yes, you smartass. We literally hung out all day today." And it was like a movie at like 10 or something. There was no reason it took him all day to realize how long my hair was. It was down and everything. But some people, it just takes them a while to clock it. And then they look at it and they're like, "Wow, your hair is super long." Like, yes, thank you. I love when you notice things. Kids like to play with my hair. Like, they think it's really fun. A lot of babies eat my hair. But like, I kind of use my hair as a blanket sometimes. Like, if I'm cold, like if my arms are cold, I'll just put my hair down and I'm good. Usually my hair is down anyways, but like if I'm cold, I'll just make sure it's covering my arms, and I'd be much warmer then, because I have thick hair as well. Did you punch him in the head?
No. The biggest thing that wrote with that was the eyelash going into the eye.
Oh. They're done playing. See? Sweaty ass, yucky back touched me. Disgusting. Actually, once, if you scroll back, I have no idea when to tell you, but Kobe had a friend over. All I know is that I couldn't remember his name. And Kobe doesn't like when I talk to his friends, which is fair, because I don't like when he talks to my friends. And the friend jumped back, we were sparring. No, he was sparring the barn. I was just filming. And then the dude, like, it was the second round or something that they were sparring, so they were warming up a bit. And then this man jumped back and, like, onto my foot. And it really hurt. My foot turned blue. He's a big dude. It really hurt. But what I think the worst part about it was that when he jumped back, it wasn't just his foot that he stepped on me, but his like back was touching me. It was disgusting because it was really sweaty. Not his fault though. Yeah, do not like sweat. It's really yucky. What I hate is walking during sweat, because every time that I work out, I have to like walk home like at least 15 minutes, and it sucks, because then I'm just walking around sweat. It's disgusting. I also hate running. I need to get better at it. I got chased by a dude not too long ago, and I was like very surprised at how like slow I was going. I was like, ooh, this is not good. Anyways. They just go in circles, which makes it so much harder. Because look at the feet. It's a lot more circles than there is anything else, I believe. You guys might see a lot more of me. Kobe says he's gonna actually start training me, like in boxing again. Before we did it like randomly, sporadically. Every couple of months he'd like pull me out of bed. He'd be like, "Yo, come do sparring," or I'd be like, "No, I'm studying." And he said, "You only live once." So I was like, shit, that's kind of interesting to say to me. So then I would go spar with him for literally 3 hours. This man never did a normal session with me. And then he'd post it, I'd leave, and then he would leave me alone for a couple of months. And then he'd come back and he'd be like, "Sparring," and off he went. Well, it was an interesting cycle, except now, for the past 2 years, my dad's been like, "You need to train your sisters in boxing." He's like, "Yeah, sure," but he literally never does it, which is fine with me, because I have a very busy schedule. I have a very busy schedule nonetheless. So if he's not doing it, that's fine. But the other day, Kobe came to me, which doesn't happen. Well, it does happen, but it doesn't happen on this subject. And he goes, "I'm going to start sparring with you." Not sparring, but I'm going to start training with you 3 times a week. I said, "It's shit you are." He says, "Yes, I am." I said, "Ooh, that's interesting." And I'm like, "So why do you do this?" He said, "Well, because Dad says he's going to pay me." I was like, "I thought that was always in the middle." Like, I thought that was always something that was happening. He says no. So yeah, I understand it. He wants the money. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time to spar 3 times a week because I'm going into one of the hardest years of school right now, and I'm still doing a lot of shit. So not good. I also don't even know my timetable yet. So it's like 3 times a week. I'm like, probably not. Especially because I love my divorced parents, but it's not gonna happen. We are not always living in the same house. You good, Dad? Oh. I think if you watch the faces of them while they punch each other, it's kind of funny because they're always like snarling their nostrils, flaring their nostrils, and they look kind of stupid. But like, yeah, it's interesting. One thing that's super funny is that, like, not super funny, but like, if I ever see like a movie on TV when people are fighting each other, or like boxing movies, I'm like, go that shit, like, love it. Or if I like watch Kobe sparring or something, or videos of him doing it in real life, maybe he's getting beat up, who cares? Or like just videos on the internet of people fighting, I don't care. Sometimes it's fun to watch, but if I see people fighting in real life, I'll walk so fast the other direction. Do not like that shit, especially if it's people I know. I really don't like it. Terrible. Oh, that's so comfortable. But like, I mean, cat fights are really interesting, I think. I only had really one cat fight at the school that I remember. Well, there was only one big one. There have been some where like girls be slapping each other in their faces and stuff, but then they give up and leave, or like they just yell at each other and then teachers pull them apart because they know what could happen. Guys can be really brutal with fights, and they tend to more like kill each other with it, but girls really like, they know they don't really murder you as much. They just make you feel a lot of pain. Like this fight that I saw these girls, they started arguing with each other, like yelling, screaming, and then one girl like just slapped the other, and then it was game on, and they were like full on going at each other, like ripping out earrings, pulling up hair, like smacking, stomping each other in the face. It was terrible. I remember this kid in my class. He was a nice guy. He tried to go in and like fight it up before it got too brutal. Like after the first kick in the face, they were just like, maybe this should stop. So he went in. He didn't even know any of the girls, but he like tried to get one off, and he got kicked in the balls. So he just walked away. And then it took 3 teachers to like end up stopping them from like fighting more, because they started hitting the teachers in order to get to each other. It was a lot. Anyways, time.
Sure. Oh, sorry, low shot. Yeah. Sure. Really good. There we go. Okay. Sure.